Got our solar panels charging our battery pack. We're running off the power inverter. We're making a sliding barn door today. We've been welding this channel together with a little yes welder, 135 amp, and we're running off the power inverter. Titanium welding table. I've set the fixtures up on it, trying to make some 2x4 brackets to hang some stuff on the wall in our shed. You can see this is going to mount down in there. I cut these brackets out on our plasma. I designed them on Fusion 360. I've been welding these 2x4 and 4x4 brackets, hangers that I designed and cut with the CNC. I've been using a titanium table from Harbor Freight. I've welded some of these with our power inverter where it's off grid. You know, everyone looks at things like, man, I gotta have this and that. If you're a little DIY guy that ain't got a lot, it don't take a lot to do a little welding around home. These is 3/16 brackets. I got the fixture set up on the table. And right now I've currently been using my generator because I'm charging my batteries. Right there's some of the brackets that I've made today. Right there they are, getting ready for paint. And I've been running off the 9,000 watt Predator generator. On the 125 amp outlet. You can see coming through here. And I have welded these with a power inverter, as you can see in the video also. I welded some of them with it and some of them with the generator. I'm not very good with the camera. I got this thing set up here, but I'm going to let you listen to this generator, how it bogs down just a little bit when I strike an arc and weld. It handles it just fine, but it being a 9,000 peak watt, 7,200 running watt, that should give you an idea on how powerful these lithium ion phosphate batteries can be. The power queens with the 5,000 watt power inverter for me to be able to weld these with that. And then with the generator also, you don't necessarily have to have a lot. This is a little 135 yes welder that I got really cheap off of eBay. And to be honest, for this kind of stuff, it's handy, and it's handy for the do-it-yourselfer. If you got anything around the house, shop to work on, if you're off grid, you can work with them. And they're just handy, but I'm going to show you how this welds here. A little flux welder and a plug weld. I cut these on our CNC. I have a metal shop that I work in, and I cut them on our plasma. So I have metal and welding experience, but I was thinking, you know, people with off grid, they may need a way to weld and work on stuff. And what's the best way to do that besides a generator? A good heavy-duty power inverter, lithium batteries. Technology is so great that we can do about anything from home. And you don't necessarily have to be on the grid, and you don't also have to have a lot of money. Using a cheapo dollar store paint can. Going to throw a little black paint on for you. Hang them on the wall.
So now I got the brackets painted and put up. As you can see, I hooked them to my 2x4s. This is to hold my tubing. Me and two other of my buddies hung from them. They wouldn't no give in them. The way they're designed, they clamp into the body of the board, and they're radiused to where the tube will always go to the center. I have lag bolts in the 2x4s going into the other building where I built this shed. But in this little video, I just want to show you that even if most people thinks to weld or make anything, they got to have a big shop, concrete floor, high ceilings. This right here, these little brackets was done with a little 135 flux core welder. I done some of them off of the power inverter and my lithium batteries. I done a couple one day, and then the next day I used my generator and finished them up. And I use that little titanium table, so you could use a yes welder, you could use a titanium welder, you could use a Hobart welder, a Lincoln welder, anything that's a little 110, and do all kinds of little projects. So give us a like, a follow, a comment, and share. I'm going to try to post some more videos of some welding and some off-grid and DIY stuff. Got a lot of good little ideas, so give us a follow and a subscribe. Thank you, and have a blessed day.